Today's recipe is Keto Butter Chicken. For this recipe, we need 800 grams of boneless chicken. We need 550 grams of unsalted butter. We also need 6 tablespoons of yogurt. If you have Greek yogurt, that works perfect. Since I don't have Greek yogurt, I have placed regular yogurt in a strainer so that the water strains through and my yogurt turns a bit thicker. We also need half cup of cream. We need 1 tablespoon cumin seeds, 2 tablespoons coriander seeds, 6 whole Kashmiri Red Chilli, 1 3-inch cinnamon stick, 5 green cardamoms, 1 black cardamom, half tablespoon of peppercorns, 4 cloves. We need 1 tablespoon of dried fenugreek leaves, 1 tablespoon of cashewnut paste. Now if you don't have cashewnut paste, this is an option. You can skip it. We need 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon chaat masala, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, salt as per taste. I will be using some coal to smoke this chicken. To this coal I'll add 2 cloves and 1 green cardamom. So our first step is to dry roast these spices, grind them and marinate it with the chicken. I'll be marinating the chicken with the yogurt and the spices, and I'll show you what to do next. We also need 2 tablespoons of garlic paste and 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. This is my homemade garlic paste. I always add 1 green chili to my garlic paste and I make it in bulk, so that's why my garlic paste looks green. So we need green chutney for this butter chicken recipe. I will show you how to make this while the chicken is marinating. I've turned the stove on medium flame and I'm waiting for this pan to get a little warm. Once this pan gets a little warm, then I'll add some dry spices. So just checking if the pan is warm. Yeah, it's warm enough. Now I'll add coriander seeds. We need to dry roast all our spices. And I'll turn the flame now to low once the pan is hot, because I don't want my spices burning. So you have to always dry roast them on low flame. So I'll just add all my spices and dry roast it for around a minute till you can smell some aroma from it. After about a minute, then I'll add in my Kashmiri Red Chillies and constantly stir it in the pan because you don't want your spices burning. Now I can get slight aroma from the spices. I've added my Kashmiri Red Chilli. So if you're using Kashmiri Red Chilli, it's not that spicy as compared to the normal red chili. And I'll roast it for another minute before adding the kasuri methi, also known as dried fenugreek. Now it's been a minute. I'll add the kasuri methi or the dried fenugreek leaves. Now what I'll do is when I add this, I'll only roast it for 30 seconds because this burns very quick. So just put it in and only for 30 seconds, dry roast it, and then we'll turn the stove off. It's been 30 seconds. Now I'll turn the stove off. What I'll do is I'll let these spices, I'll transfer it to my plate. I'll let it cool down before I grind them because I don't want these spices to release any moisture while I'm grinding it in my dry grinder. I'm just transferring my roasted spices and I'll let it cool in this plate for at least 5 minutes. The spices have cooled down and add it to my dry grinder. Add all the spices. If you cannot get the red chili properly in, just break it and we'll dry grind this now. Now let's check. All the spices have ground well. Now I'll add this to the chicken and we'll start marinating our chicken. So let's start marinating this chicken. I have pat dried the chicken with a kitchen towel. Also, we need to marinate this dish for a minimum of 4 hours. This is the ground spices. We just did that. Add them. Add the garlic paste, ginger paste, salt as per taste, lemon juice, some melted butter, as well as the yogurt. And we'll just mix everything well and let it marinate for a minimum of 4 hours in the fridge. What I'll do is I'll cover it. We'll marinate it well. And we'll also add in our cashew nut paste. Now if you don't have the cashew nut paste, that's fine. It's just an option. So now at this point, if you feel the yogurt is not enough for the chicken, you can always add an extra tablespoon or more depending on the quantity of your chicken. Marinate for 4 hours. To make green chutney for this butter chicken, we need 1 teaspoon roasted cumin seeds, 1 bunch of fresh mint leaves, 1 bunch of cilantro leaves, salt as per taste, 2 whole green chilies, and we also need half cup of yogurt. Now if you want, you can add ginger and garlic paste, but I'm not going to do that for this recipe. So I'll start blending my ingredients into a nice chutney for this recipe. I'll add in the yogurt, salt as per taste, cumin seeds, green chilies, mint and cilantro leaves. And we'll start blending. We can use this green chutney for other dishes as well. You can have it with any type of kebabs. So you can see this chutney is really well blended, and we'll use this for our butter chicken. This chicken has been marinating since 4 hours. Now I'll start frying it. So what I've done is I've heated my pan to fry the chicken. I'm using some ghee or vegetable shortening if you have. So just a little ghee. I'll also add about 2 tablespoons of butter to it to fry this chicken. So we'll wait till the butter melts fully and then we'll start frying. Now when you hear the sizzling sound of the butter, at this point, start adding our marinated chicken pieces. And we'll cook this chicken till it's well done. My flame is low to medium. Don't fry it at high, otherwise the chicken won't cook through and through. I haven't added red color to the butter chicken because I don't use artificial coloring in my food. Also, because I'm trying to make a strictly keto diet, keto butter chicken, I haven't added tomatoes, but you can definitely add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste to this recipe while adding the cream towards the end. I'm trying to keep this recipe as low in carbs, and that's why I did not include the tomatoes, since I've added yogurt to it. You can see the chicken is cooking nicely here on low to medium flame. So if you have a gas mark on your stove, my gas mark currently is 5. And if you are cooking it at a higher gas mark, then just stand by so that your chicken doesn't burn on one side. It's been about 5 to 6 minutes. Now I'll turn the chicken around. To continue frying till the chicken is well done. It's been about 5 minutes. I'll just turn the chicken pieces a bit on the sides too. If you want, you can do that. If you don't want, that's fine as well. I love the sizzling sound of the butter in this pan. You can see the chicken is almost cooked actually. If I just like pierce it with my spoon, you can see the chicken looks cooked. You can see it. It's easily breaking with the spoon. At this point, I'll turn the stove off and I'll transfer this chicken to my bowl. I'm heating this coal over my burner. I can get the smell of this charcoal. Now at this point, I'll place it in my foil and I'll add some hot ghee over it to smoke the chicken. I'll place this hot charcoal onto my foil. I'll pour over it hot ghee and we let this smoke. I'll immediately cover it so that the smoke is locked into this dish, and while it's smoking, I will start melting the butter for this dish. I've heated a pot to melt my butter. Here I've got almost 500 grams of butter. This is around 4 sticks and say about 4.5 sticks, because the remaining butter I used while frying the chicken. Now I'll wait till this butter melts. In the meanwhile, we'll remove the lid from our chicken and add the remaining ingredients while our butter is melting on medium flame. Let's remove the lid from the chicken. You can see the smoke is finished. Carefully remove it because this foil could be hot, and I can get the amazing aroma of the chicken from the smoke. I'll just stir in everything. Now I'll add in chaat masala powder and mix it well. Plus I'll add 2 tablespoons of the green chutney we made. So just mix everything well now. I'll also add in my cream. Stir well. Once the butter is melted, I'll just add butter to this dish, and this dish is ready. For the traditional butter chicken recipe, please click on the link mentioned in my description box. I've made that recipe. Butter is melted well. I'll pour it over this chicken, and I know it's a lot of butter for this recipe. That's why it's known as Keto Butter Chicken. Traditionally in butter chicken we don't use this much of butter, but because I've made this for my keto diet, That's why I've used so much butter. Just mix everything well, and I'll show you how nicely the chicken is cooked. Let's see how well this chicken is cooked. I'll show you. Now if you want to add tomato paste, you could add it while you're adding the cream. You can see the chicken cuts so easily and it's cooked so well. Keto butter chicken is ready to serve. You can serve this butter chicken with naans and green chutney or cauliflower rice, or you can have it as it is. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Also, please don't forget to click the bell icon for my latest videos. Thank you. Enjoy!